Hey guys, welcome into the video. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys a stock that you probably never heard of. Now, I've been looking at this stock for the past week or so, doing research about every day on this stock, and I'm just very excited about the opportunity in front of this company, and the stock price is at a great value right now. Now, this is not a penny stock, this is not going to be a huge mover, but I think this stock has the potential to move 100% if things go right in the next couple months. So without further ado, let's get into this stock pick. So this stock is One Life Medical, or One Medical, ticker symbol ONEM. This stock is currently trading for about $30 and it's had quite the movement recently taking a big dip, but I think it's about time for a bounce with this stock. So let's take a look at this company's business model and what they do. So One Medical is a membership-based and technology-powered primary care platform with seamless digital health and inviting in-office care. The company has clinics in 10 cities and has announced plans to expand in 3 more. So their business model is advertised around the best customer service possible and the ease of use of this platform. So they have same-day appointments, in-person or remote, that start on time, unlimited 24/7 video chats with our virtual medical team at no extra cost. I think that's a huge point for the company. 85 plus convenient locations, easy appointment booking and renewals in the app, short or long appointments based on your needs, and experts that will navigate the healthcare maze. So the thing that I'm mainly excited about, my biggest bullish thesis, is how they're innovating in the current environment. So let's take a look at their app. They have this app on the App Store. It's becoming very popular. Pretty much it's just super easy for the customer to use. So like I was saying, the 24/7 video chats, they can have a video chat whenever with a very small wait time. And this app is rated 4.9 stars out of 5. And there's pretty much all 5-star ratings. Since scrolling past, everybody just has only good things to say about this app and the business itself. Telehealth is one of the biggest growing sectors. And in the future, I have a thesis that most of our doctor's appointments are going to be through telehealth. A lot of it is not needed to be in person. First of all, you're bringing the sickness into the doctor's office. We all know how uncomfortable it is when you're sitting in the waiting room at the doctor's office, knowing that there's sick people around you, knowing that you could spread whatever sickness this is, not just the virus that's going on right now. So anyways, I think this app is a huge selling point that's going to make the difference between them and other companies that customers will potentially choose. Alright, so real quick before I get more into the business model, let's take a look at some value comparisons right now. So looking at Livongo Health, ticker symbol LVGO, this is a stock that people are very excited about. And as you can see, look at the stock chart, the stock has absolutely skyrocketed in the past couple months. So what is that? More than a 6x and almost a 7x from 23 to 144. Absolutely a crazy jump from there. And then we got Teladoc going from the low 100s all the way to $250 plus per share. So these two innovative healthcare stocks and businesses have been absolutely skyrocketing. And then we look at One Medical. One Medical is down the past month, which is crazy to me. It should be following these other innovative healthcare systems. They're in the same niche, and One Medical is just as good of a business model, if not better. Looking into all these business models, personally, I'm more excited about One Medical. So last week we had the insider lockup expiration date for One Medical. So this means when that date passed last week, insiders and beginning investors in One Medical stocks could finally sell their shares, and resulting in this resulted in a 30% dip. Now this is not just them selling their shares. People were obviously worried about them selling their shares, so they took the advantage to sell out, take their gains because they knew a big drop was coming because of the lockup expiration, and I think that is way overblown. There's no news that came out, the company did not change, nothing game-changing happened to this stock, so why would it go down over 30% in a 1-week period? So for that reason, I'm buying the dip heavy right now. Alright, let's get back into One Medical's business model. So on their website, they advertise a modern approach to primary care, and their subscription service is just $199 per year, to where you could get everything that they offer, including the 24/7 care right from your phone. So with this, it's no extra cost. You can easily book appointments and renew prescriptions, which is a big thing. Some people have a lot of trouble getting a hold over call with their doctor. It's just a big process. If you could do this through the app, do it on a quick video chat, I think this would make things much easier. You can skip unnecessary trips to the ER or urgent care, have a remote visit with your primary care provider over video, so you could be anywhere in the world and still have a video chat with your doctor, and you can message with them whenever. So just texting them, you have access to all of that. So we can look where they're located. There's offices in 12 metros and counting, including Atlanta, LA, Phoenix, Seattle, Boston, New York, Chicago, Washington DC, and a couple others. But these are some big areas, and they're expanding into more areas. So a big part of the business model of this company is they work directly with big companies. They give these companies deals where these companies can have their employees use One Medical, get a discount. So almost half of their revenue in business is from working with these larger businesses. So let's take a look at some of the larger businesses that this company does work with. So they work with Airbnb, a growing company as we know, Evernote, Google, and I was reading Google is actually 10% of the customers that they have and only growing, Instacart, Pinterest, SoulCycle. So all of these companies are new, innovative companies such as Airbnb, Pinterest, and SoulCycle especially. We got Google, the tech giant. So the fact that these big companies use them, they're obviously pretty legit and a great business. So a big thing that they also advertise is they lower your cost of total care, saying that they reduce cost in total by 8.3%, 3.5% in medical costs, 4% in time costs, and 0.8% in virtual replacement, and avoided utilization in 1 year, 1,365 specialty care visits, which is huge, and 237 ER and urgent care visits. So just looking at the plain value of this company, looking at the business model, looking with them working with these other businesses, this company could just grow like crazy, and I'm seeing such an opportunity ahead of them. Just looking at the business model, it's kind of like a gut feeling. The biggest thing that I'm so excited about is the app that they have. 5-star reviews everywhere on the app, so easy to use. If I was a customer looking for a doctor, this is where I would go to just because of the ease of use and the fact that you save money while using them. It's a win-win situation right there. So they have a 90+ net promoter score, so this means that employees are highly satisfying. They also advertise how good their waiting room is. They show a bunch of pictures of how nice it is, but they also advertise at the same time the super short wait time. So their average wait time is only 2 minutes, and when you go to them in person, you get a super comfortable waiting room. That sounds great to me right there. And then a big thing with them, 98% retention with 7,000+ companies. So 98% retention rate. Let's think about that for a second. That is absolutely insane. And that's pretty much every company who uses them sticks with it because they're satisfied with the product that they're getting from this company. So on June 24th, this company had an offering, raising some cash. This did result in a dip in the stock price. But a great thing about this is they got the money raising over with. So now we can move on. They have cash on hand. We don't have to worry about another offering coming up anytime soon. One thing that I always look for is past offerings and not repetitive. So looking at this company, it does not have any super repetitive offerings, and at these prices in the $30 range, they're not going to have an offering. If they do have an offering, it will be when the stock goes higher, $50 plus. That's when I would start fearing another offering, because why would they start raising money when their company is valued so low? They would wait until their company is valued highly, and then they get the value for the high valued company. So we can check out their 2020 first quarter results that came out earlier this year. So they had a net revenue of $78.8 million, which was a 25% increase year over year. Their membership count was approximately 455,000, and they have cash and short-term balances of $375.4 million, which is huge, with only $2.2 million in debt. So another factor that gives me confidence that they don't need to do an offering with all of this cash on hand, with such little debt, signs of a very healthy business. So the care margin was $27.2 million, or 35% total of net revenue. The loss from these operations was $29 million. The EBITDA was a loss of $13.5 million, or 17% of revenue, and the net loss was $34.6 million. And like I was saying, the debt of quarter end was $2.2 million. So this is not a profitable company in the least, but within the next couple of years they can get to profitability, but this is not something that they're worried about. Right now their main focus as a business is focusing purely on growth. We could see 25% to 50% year over year growth within the next 2 to 3 years. I would be confident in saying that. So my thesis on this stock is this could be a game-changing and world-changing company. I think it's genius the fact that they have 24/7 video chat capabilities. I think that's huge. That's such a pull factor for customers to come in. And in a way, I'm thinking this could be the future of healthcare, with the easily accessible apps, with a no waiting time in the waiting rooms. I feel like this is an opportunity that the market has not yet realized. We saw some hype earlier in the year, and now with this dip, it's oversold, it's undervalued, and with the other healthcare competitors skyrocketing right now, this stock should be right on their tail or right with them. These new healthcare stocks, such as Teladoc, being the big telehealth player, Livongo, and One Medical, I think these are the next game-changing medical companies that are going to run every other medical company out of business. These are kind of the new innovative companies. In a way, I'm looking at this as like the Tesla of healthcare, just the fact it's higher tech, it's easily accessible, and the customer comes first. Their products is number one. That's just something that I look for in a company. I'm very confident in the management team and just what they want to do. Just pure growth is the standpoint that they're looking at as a business, and for that reason, I'm just so bullish on this for the long term. I see this as a potential 5x opportunity years to come. In the next couple months, by the end of 2020, I would not be surprised to see this stock at $60 to $70-ish. So there's not any crazy upside in this stock, but I see very little downside of this stock, and it's just a very solid player in the space. They have their earnings coming up on August 12th. I am bullish on these earnings. They have disappointed in earnings in the past, but they recently did raise their guidance. And while I'm not looking at earnings as a game-changing factor, who knows what news could come out? I would not want to be out of this stock going to earnings, because just looking at the price right now, there's limited downside even if they do disappoint. There's a ton of high upside if they come out with any PR, any news during the earnings call. Things could get big if they announce any new business that they're working with. Things could just start accelerating rapidly for this company, and this is stock that I do not want to be left out in. So for that reason, I'm investing, and I am planning for this stock with a thesis to hold long term. So those are my full thoughts on One Medical, ticker symbol ONEM. One of my favorite long-term stocks. I've been researching non-stop the past week, and I just see nobody realizing this opportunity yet. There's not much hype around this stock yet, and I do think the hype could start picking up in the coming months, especially when any PR comes out about any news with the acceleration of growth with this company. So I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you're interested, the private stock group link is below. What I do in the group is I send a message every time I buy and sell a stock. I send portfolio updates, there's a ton of discussions, I answer any questions you have. And it's just a great group of investors, over 2,000 of us working together, finding all the best catalysts, all the best opportunities in the market. Also, if you want to get 2 free stocks on Webull, $5 free on Acorn Investing, the links are down below as well. And subscribe if you haven't already, like the video, it helps me out a ton. Leave me a comment on your thoughts on One Medical. If you work in the medical field, if you have any more thoughts, if you're against this company, let me know all your thoughts in the comments. I would love to see any opposing viewpoint on this stock. And yeah guys, hope you enjoyed. Let's get rich.